Okay. Oh my god. After all these years, it still does the same fucking thing. Um, Alright guys, so we have a lot of stuff to cover. I'm gonna do like a huge ass overview over pretty much everything. First off, let's start with the garbage first. So Day of Dragons, blah blah blah. Poison Dragon thing, pay to win pretty much. $9 on Steam as DLC content. I may or may not get Day of Dragons along with that DLC to do sound videos. I'm debating over it a little bit. But I mean, if you guys want it, leave it down in the comments and let me know. Otherwise, let's get into the actually cool stuff. Alright, anyways. Now, this game has made a lot of progress in terms of a lot of things, really. First off, you got Carcanosaurus, which is a huge deal. So here's the Galloping. I actually kind of like it a little bit. It feels a little stiff. But of course, it's not that bad. And of course, improvement is going to happen over time. It's not going to be perfect instantly. And not a big deal. Yeah. Between these two videos, the tail has a lot more wagging. I feel like a bit more on the tip of the tail might be a little better. Or good change. So you got a Hypsilophodon. Very fluffy indeed. I'm trying to think it's like some sort of polar dinosaur that they're making. Here's a better look at the model of the Carcanosaurus. So there you go. Dinocaris, I'm assuming, is a revamp a little bit, maybe more floofy. So you got some Raptor. Dude, Twitter, literally only Twitter. I hate showing off stuff on Twitter. It's just such a pain in the ass. Let me try to go to their Discord. Actually, I could probably go somewhere in here. I think I might have it in Dinosaur Games. If it's not here, then it's somewhere else. It might be other games, perhaps. I didn't even know. Alright, yeah. So here's a better view at the Carcanosaurus running thing. Holy moly, Jesus. Oh, it's no better than the Twitter one. Well, it's a little better. Yeah, there's the running. Let me try to find, I'm assuming that's a Carcanosaurus juvenile. Even that, it's a little stretch. I'm not actually certain. I feel misleading saying that. But yeah, here's a look at that. Ow, holy shit. So here is the Carcanosaurus. Just walking. Or the adult, at least. Dude, it's so good. I like how it kind of wobbles a little bit when it makes it step. The transition of weight. It's real nice. Okay, yeah, that's enough. I am tired of seeing a white screen. What else? Wait, what was I even looking for again? Oh, that Dakota. I don't think it matters. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on with this. So they just showed off they showed a lot of concept art, what I noticed recently. So yeah, here are some more looks at the models. Here's a otter that they showed off. Pretty cool. Here's a little look at the running. It actually looks pretty good. That looks really nice, but there's a walking animation for their Spino. really cool. I think this is the Irritator, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, they'll have Irritator, which is pretty chill. Assuming this is a test for their Carcanosaurus, or their skins, rather. I'm assuming this is their Basilosaurus. And you got the Saltosaurus. No, not Saltosaurus. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably best if I don't say anything. But anyways, a lot of stuff going on with this. I actually have a lot of stuff in terms of the other game. Let's do Draconia next, which is a dragon game that's being worked on by Levi, who worked on the Isle in a previous time. So yeah, here's one of the new dragons, or creatures. Let's just call them creatures for the sake of I'm no dragon biologist. Here's a little video of marking cosmetics that you could do with your dragon. Notice, not assuming they're not bought assets, which I think it's a pretty reasonable thing to say. Okay, so I'm going to pause it there for the sake of not getting copyrighted. I'd like to point out that I really, really like this kind of customization, and the customization Beast Bermuda has. It allows a little more like freedom with how you customize your skins. Granted, you can make super cancerous skins, but if you really sit down and put the effort and thought into making a skin, a good-looking skin, like, for example, making a Terraria-based skin, it can be really entertaining and possibly even really good. So this allows a lot more customizable freedom. In terms of Path of Titans, it's a little free, kind of a little restrictive, but I mean, I think they kind of make up with that with the subspecies. As for the Isle, I think it's probably the fucking baseline. It's not very in depth. You get like one color palette or one pattern, and that's it. This is in terms of legacy survival. As for Evrema, it's pretty much fuck you. You don't get anything. As for yeah, I think Beast Bermuda and this game has probably the top tier, like S tier. Beast Bermuda or Path of Titans. I'd put it like maybe C, D, C, B tier, around that range, and the Isle in F, because it's fucking really. Actually, you know, I'm not that low. I'll probably put it in D. Just above F, whatever that tier is. Because you gotta give it. Because you gotta consider that it's not very expansive, but then again, you can choose some of your colors. Like, the only thing that could really draw back is the lack of pattern customization, and it doesn't really like make up with anything. No like subspecies or anything. So it's kind of like you only really could change your colors, and that's it. Other than sex, but I mean, Path of Titans has it, so Path of Titans is just inherently above the Isle and customization wise. And I would say gameplay wise is too, because you know the community is not cancer, or not as cancerous, and they just generally just want to have fun, enjoying a bird bath, and do whatever they want to do, whether they'll be questing or just talking to friends, killing everything, whatever. So let's look at that. Let's continue looking at this customization a little bit. So you can choose the density of the markings. So yeah, honestly, I'm willing to get this game and make my dragon like a actual Ender Dragon, because you know I'm a fucking Minecraft Terraria nerd, and I really just want to make something inspired based on those things, and I think that'd be pretty cool. Oh, Are they seriously gonna make a story? We have written a short summary of what we can and can't add. Oh, I'm not gonna get into that. Not my forte, to be honest. Let's go into the aisle real quick. First off, you got K's, question mark, check. Reworked, question mark, check. Reintegrating a version of the fan favorite map inside the Spyro. Why? Like, I know what they mean. They're gonna do like the more recent revamp of either V3 or V2 or Region 2. I still, over all these years, I prefer the Region 2 that was active when Allosaurus was and Myosaurus was when Allosaurus and Myosaura were added. I like that Region 2 over that more recent one. As for V3, I think the revamp of making the swamp really scuffed. I preferred the 3 lakes over what it was turned into. But like, I'm a little unfamiliar, but I remember it was just fucking scuffed, so I didn't even bother playing it. I was like, wow, this is fucking disappointing. So, I mean, either way, it's like it's not gonna help me like it anymore. I'm still gonna fucking hate it. But at least I'll feel a little more comfortable having things I'm familiar with. And it's nice having the map being expanded a little bit. However, I feel like they're being a little bit lazy with how they're doing things. How about you just make different maps? How about that? How about you just have either them as different islands, which also is pretty good, a pretty reasonable thing to do, or make them entirely different maps, so people can have a little more choice with where they do things, and a little more easy on people's computer and hardware. Of course, you know, I'm not gonna openly talk shit. Yeah, I am. I lied. But even then, let's continue with the tweet. Not even putting it on the roadmap because Donnie didn't tell us. You guys had a roadmap? Oh, I thought that was just bullet points that you thought you could fool the community with. I thought those were what those were. My bad. Update .4 question mark check. Like, I get the sarcastic shit, but it's like, you guys never fucking stop. You have no boundaries. You just keep going. Nice flying fish, by the way. And nice pole. It's cool. Yeah, I am muting sound, but here's like a little clip from someone's stream, I'm assuming. So here is some Pteranodon gameplay, which is okay. Wow, wow. Wasn't Pteranodon supposed to have like one of those slowing down animations to eventually land, or is it supposed to slam on the ground to stop? I thought well, we wanted to do it that way, and well, we didn't like what Quetzal was doing, so yeah, it just pretty much shows, spoiler, Darnosuchus kills him, and yep. Because of course, you know, I want my community to kind of make the Isle more cancerous, so use this to your advantage. That'd be very awesome. Anyways, they just pretty much give was it weekly or daily? I have no clue, nor do I kind of care. But either way, you got Trinodon, and you just got like updates on the progress, which is, and I'm giving them benefit and credibility, which is nice, you know, being updated on things. The only thing I really regret, or I really dislike, is that they just kind of they're lazy sometimes. They don't even put the effort in. But anyways, here's the look at some Elder stuff. So you got the Herrerasaurus. And the Tanantosaurus Elder. Which let me get this fucking straight. Let me get this straight. Stop teasing shit that won't be in game soon. Jesus Christ. Because at the end of the day, the chance of it being fucking scrapped is likely. Like, you scrapped a Microraptor. You scrapped Carcanosaurus. Pop more than likely. Like, stop revealing stuff that you won't even add. Like, it's the deal is that you show shit, then you don't fucking put it in. Like, until you're 100% certain, or at least 90%. Alright, let's make a standard. If you have to be at least 80% certain you're gonna add something, before you actually tease it, right? So it's like, okay, we're adding Argentinosaurus. Yet be 80% sure you are willing to go with that plan, then proceed to tease it. Don't just tease it and like, wow, I actually posted it from a dinosaur porn website. Like, dude, come on. Just be a little, calm it down a little bit. But either way, Tranodon is pretty close to being completed. Did they actually progress with Dinosuchus? Oh yeah, by 1 point. Which is okay. I mean, actually, they're 1 point with the Tranodon too, but what does it matter? Let's go with normal dinosaur games. Of course, if you guys have been paying attention to my channel, Stegosaurus has been recently added along with Iguanodon. As well as if you go to my Discord server, you can see all this stuff being posted pretty much daily on my Discord, directly from the Discords of the dinosaur games that I follow. So if you want to see, okay, look at these patch notes, crash reports, and all that stuff, they're all here. So if you want to, check your work, or if like, okay, this is what happened, and yeah, all right, it's right there. Here, so yep, a little meme, funny. I don't usually cover Prehistoric Kingdom. I'll make it this once. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere, but we'll just see where it goes. Other games, I forgot. I thought I was gonna cover something else. I lost train of thought. Oh yeah. So huge news, absolutely huge. In terms of Primal Carnage. So something has been revealed, and it's definitely newsworthy, and deserved to be covered. Okay, I think he's just being over-exaggerating. I think he's being an asshole or toxic, and he's just delusional about it. Yeah, I shouldn't have been reading that, but whoops, my bad. All right. Oh yeah, I got lost. So rough roadmap. Notice how they put rough in there. They're not solid press on roadmap. They say, this may or may not be a thing. This is our plan, and it's going to be subject to change. Notice how they, the devs, pay attention to their wording, unlike some people I know. Yeah. Anyways, so during March, or their plans for March, they're going to be adding... Huh? This will be where we start expanding the arsenal of the human team, introducing 2 brand new weapons, making some major changes to existing ones. The human focus doesn't stop here either, as we will be adding even more polish to the animation sets in the March update, plus bringing in hot and cold ultimate skins for the human team, and much, much more. Now, if that's like teasing another mercenary, I'm a little hesitant on calling that. I'm not going to leave it out of question. It would be cool if they did. I'm not going to call anything out for it yet. But adding 2 new weapons should spice up the game a little bit more. And it's really nice seeing progress being made on this game. So, of course, you got some snow-made maps, along with graphical changes that you might have saw in previous patch notes. St. Patrick's Day cosmetic stuff, along with Easter stuff. Alright, early April sees a debut of newly reworked Capture the Egg mode, which will use the entire map instead of one small portion of it. The teams will have clearer goals and a way more for dinosaurs to properly win. And eggs won't... Alright, fuck. Jeez, I saw a stream or steam. Won't be strewn all over the place. Although, speaking of eggs, the April update will mark the start of the second Easter scavenger hunt. We will add a bunch of nice surprises for players to unlock as they decipher mysteries, both in game and out. Now, I'm not too sure if that's like talking about like skin unlocks and teasers, like redemption codes. It's probably more than likely, just because of how they phrased it, and past previous things, right? So, May, huge thing. Survival mode has gone unloved for a long time. With our programming team expanding, we are now considering ideas for updating this game type. Various fixes and quality of life improvements will be rolled out over the next few months, but May is when we plan to release a bigger overhaul to survival mode as a whole. We'll be sharing more details as the year goes on, but some of our goals include adding more AI types to fight against and allowing you to turn the tables and take on waves of enemies as a dinosaur. Now that's a pretty big deal. May will also see the introduction of at least one more new human weapon, which is 3 over the year so far, which may or may not involve sharp objects being fired by a pullback mechanism. So a harpoon, then. A harpoon gun. That's actually a very good, cool thing. Summer Meltdown 2.0 begins this June. We'll release the next officially added community update, Dead Tide. This is the perfect place for a summer getaway, beautiful beaches, and cool, clear water. You guys might be saying what I'm saying. Alright. A second summer scavenger hunt will be in play as well, with new free cosmetics being unlocked by the community when certain goals are reached. There may also be some big surprises revealed if players work hard enough. Late summer. Here we go, lads. While we're first and foremost a dinosaurs versus humans game, we've also taken note that there's a lot of players who just want to hang out as their favorite dinosaur or mess around instead of playing the objective. We added a free roam as a small gesture to support for those players back in the day, but have lately been thinking it may be time to revamp that mode and make it something more interesting. This revamp would change free roam in a full-on sandbox mode, with much more options for server customization or customization. We'll go with that, and various tools and activities available at your command. From playing as herbivores to introducing light survivability mechanics, the current ideas and features being considered for Sandbox are many and varied. This all involves a lot of hard engineering work, so we can't guarantee when it'll be released. But we're hoping this will be ready by the end of the summer. So overview, March, new weapons, new gameplay mechanics, human loadout reshuffle, remastered map, Ruthless. April, you got Easter event, Reworked, capture the egg mode, Easter scavenger hunt, unlock hidden goodies, which is just one way to putting look for codes to get free cosmetics, new mutations possibly, more than likely, skins, maybe emotes, but I haven't really seen many of those. May, you got expanded survival, new enemy type. Now that's a big deal. What the fuck do they mean by enemy types? Are they talking about AI that you fight against, whether that be dinosaur or whatever? New dinosaurs. I feel it's less likely to be a free dinosaur or a new dinosaur. They say new enemy types. So at the end you see new playables, and you see in May new enemy types. So they're obviously two different things. So this probably is some sort of AI creature or thing. We don't know yet. That could be a robot for all we know. We don't actually know. New weapon again, reverse survival mode. You got June summer meltdown. A new map will be added, Dead Tide, and summer scavenger hunt. Top secret, and this is just beyond. So from what I see here, the game will just have more features as it goes forward. Whether that be new dinosaurs, new mercenaries, it's up in the air. I'm no dev. I'm no future teller. I'm just reading out what I see here. So you got sandbox mode, new maps, which is probably given. They've been pumping this game with maps like about every 3 months or so. Around that. New playables, which is pretty good news. A lot of more play styles and niches people could put themselves in and kind of fit into. In terms of, this is just not really anything necessarily of reading. Of course, you could go on the Steam store page and kind of read the patch notes if you like to. Get the new store rotation stuff. We can see in the little flash. So you got like a Stegosaurus emote, mutations, and skins. So, other than that, that's pretty much it for the Promo Carnage deal. Let's look at Prehistoric Kingdom, which, keep in mind, I am fucking stoked. I pre-ordered it, which may or may not be a smart thing to do. It doesn't particularly matter. But at the end of the day, I kind of want to do the same thing what I did with Jurassic World Evolution, where it's like, in Sandbox, I just have one of each animal, and just have them survive in a world. With nothing killing each other, of course, just having a natural no-kill area. So I don't really want to respawn animals. I do hope that the Prehistoric Kingdom does the same thing with what Jurassic World Evolution did, with like they have unlimited lifespan. The only needs that need to be met is water and food, and that's pretty much it. As for carnivores hunting or killing herbivores or any other scenario of outside force killing them that isn't food or water loss, I think needs to be turned off, or have the capability of being turned off within sandbox mode. Of course, we'll see. As for Planet Zoo, I don't really want. The way I see it is, I actually never fucking finished playing Planet Zoo. I pre-ordered it, and I was like, not my game. The reason why I enjoyed Jurassic World Evolution over Planet Zoo was actually, it's pretty simple, really. I felt overly cluttered. I felt like there's way too many shit going on. Like way too much stuff going on. I literally, it's like fucking way too chaotic for me. It's like I'd rather be creative with a limited kind of deal, right? With Terraria, the thing is, there's a lot of stuff going on, of course, yeah, but it's rather simple as it goes forward, right? There's no preset built platforms. Of course, there are tabs for it, but I felt like with how Planet Zoo did it, it just felt very, very chaotic, and I was personally not a fan. So let's just go to the most recent dev vlog. Alright, so anyways, you got, look at the Microraptor a little bit, state development. Our VIP backers have been playing the pre-alpha version of Prehistoric Kingdom over the last few days. Dang, I wish I was there. Sag. I actually forgot. I think I got the $50 one. I'm not too sure if that means anything. I think I did. But anyways, you got a little look at individual variation by randomizing the who, saturation value, and size of the animal. Every creature you breed in Prehistoric Kingdom is unique. Keep in mind, for me at least, I'm not going to take that everything is going to be unique kind of thing, because of course that's not really true. They're just kind of preset assets, or they're within a general scale. So eventually you're going to see the exact same animal. So it's not necessarily true, and I'll be a little more skeptical because a lot of people, a lot of devs use that that unique keyword. I'll be a little more hesitant on kind of like, whoa, holy shit. But that's just what they said. But obviously there is a scale where it's like, okay, this is the limit, and eventually you're gonna see some crossover. Anyways, obviously you see a size variation. I feel like they didn't really do a good job in terms of doing scaling. Like they could have did like a bathroom scaling or something. I felt like they kind of underdid it, but just me, I guess. So here's an audio clip of a Microraptor. I'm gonna do a jump forward, so copyright reasons. I'm actually curious on what that actually is. Whether that's like worms or something. I hope it'd be worms, because that's kind of weird if they just gave them like fucking bread or something. Building showcase. So you got the information kiosk. It feels like with this game's customization in terms of things, it's pretty. It's in the middle of Planet Zoo and Jurassic World Evolution. Where it's not like overly like chaotic, like fucking punching in the face. Like with Planet Zoo, you get the general entrance to the facility, and you can customize it however you like. Which, for me at least, it killed the gameplay for me. It's like, I'm done. I'm about done. Like, I'm gonna have to be fully dedicated to farming out every game on my my Steam game list to actually finish that game all the way through. Because personally, I do not find interest in it with how it is, and it feels very laggy compared to Jurassic World Evolution. But either way, I'm getting off topic and way too frequently at that. So you get to look at the restroom. It's pretty cool looking, and family restroom. So there are variations of the restroom. With the family restroom, of course, being very huge, and it costs a lot of space. With this, it's a little more space. It costs less space to work with. So you got fences that you could work with metal in terms of metal at least. So you got heavy duty, you got medium, and you got like low tier stuff. So probably expect I don't know, Pachycephalosaurus or something. So you get to look at wood, modern wood fences. So you got quote heavy duty. I don't think it's gonna handle much. At most, maybe a Nasutoceratops, but I mean. So here's a look at the Protoceratops. Pretty cool stuff. So they just bragging about the landscaping. But yeah, like the only thing that might bring me like closer to this game over Planet Zoo, even if it has insane building customization, it is probably the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are probably gonna keep me influenced to keep going at it. But either way, let's keep going. I'm not too sure what else. I'm gonna have to look through all my stuff. I feel a little unprepared. I do apologize for that. Second extinction. It is the 23rd. Unfortunately, I'll be working, and by the time I get home, the likelihood of the new mutation for second extinction is probably not going to be out. It's actually probably going to be out by the time I wake up on the later during the 24th, and I'll probably be able to play on the 25th, morning of the 25th. So that's kind of unfortunate, not gonna lie. But yeah, we haven't really seen much. We've seen it in a little bit with the Xbox reveal trailer, which I'm gonna show that right now if I can. It's a very, very brief presentation. It's very brief.
Peggy 16.
So let me just actually turn.
Locked and loaded.
So the Xbox reveal trailer. So you just the general core stuff. I'm not too sure if that blood is a downgrade from the current PC variant. But yeah, I noticed a lot of console players really are looking forward. I haven't really seen many PS4 guys really like going at it. Mainly the Xbox guys. Like, oh, when is this coming to Xbox? When is this coming to Xbox? Yeah.
This is where the fun begins. Fences up.
It's very brief. Like, it's incredibly brief. I won't be surprised if you guys even just miss it. It's that brief. That's it. It's very brief. And I'm having a feeling that one's gonna be cancerous. I'm just having this gut feeling that's gonna be insanely retarded. So it's obviously, it looks like a mutation of the Anki, which, I mean, it makes sense, to be honest. Anki doesn't really have much. The bull has 2. The Rex needs 1. He's a little lacking. The Raptors have like fucking trillions of them. As for, I think that's like the only general dinosaur roster really, are the Raptors, Styracosaurus, Anki, and T-Rex. Now, granted, I think there needs to be like a whole new dinosaur added eventually. The likelihood is it being either a Microraptor or a Spinosaur. A Microraptor, I think it was either Microraptor or something else, which it might be like a placeholder or something that'll be like a facehugger, will be like a distraction, distracting the player. Not gonna lie, if it's actually that, it's gonna ruin my experience. Like, it's already cancerous dodging these new mutations, and I'm not really looking forward to how it is. Granted, though, I am one of those guys that just fucking run and gun kind of thing. It's kind of my fault, to be honest. But either way, shit. As for new mutations, I think they need to fucking relax with adding new Raptor mutations, and I think they need to give Rex another one, and after that, they need to work on another dinosaur. Yeah, Raptors have a lot, and the other big guys don't really have much. Which from what I see here, this is Anki, so since Anki doesn't have one, now he has two, along with Stegosaurus also having two. So all that'll be remaining is the T-Rex, needing one as well. As of what that'll be, not up to me. I don't remember the roadmap quite a bit. Like, it's very widespread. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. Jesus Christ. Alright. Ooh. I'm guessing this is where, like, this is around now time. So, yeah, new enemy type. That's probably gonna be the next few months. So this is November, October, December, January, February, which is February now. So it's about 2 months away. Around that time, 2 months. Let's just say 2 months. 2 months is probably where our next patch is gonna be. We'll add maybe a new enemy type along with a new mutation. I feel like it's a little too cluttered, so that probably might be split up. I feel like the new mutation might come a little earlier than the new enemy type, to be honest, or the other way around. I have no idea. But the new hero, though, for some reason, I'm having this image of a atomic blonde Icelandic wielding a saw gun. For some reason, I'm having that thought. And imagine if that's actually what gets added. That'd be fucking insane. I'll love that. I have predicted the future. However, what's another news? Saurian, not much. Path of the Titans, from what I noticed, not much going on. Beast Bermuda, I think they just recently finished. This was like 2 days ago. So if you guys want to do a video challenge to get this skin, of course you have to edit. I'm not too sure requirements. You're gonna have to go to the server and kind of read everything. So you have like about a full month to get it done. I did it for the Ichthyovenator because I like the Ichthyovenator. I personally am not interested in getting this skin to begin with. I'll probably not even use it, so it's like I don't see there's much point in getting it. Just because I have an Ender Dragon skin for the Trophy of Vignathus. So yeah, if you guys want to get that skin though, you could do a video, edit it a little bit, add some prop music. I actually have my Ichthyovenator one active currently. So yeah. As for our Architect project, it's still on pause until she finishes her work on Draconia, I'm assuming. Pangea survival. Here's some big shit. Massive. Huge slong on the table right here. I'm not too sure what this is. Adding new dinosaurs. Well, I mean, kinda. Anyways, actually, I'm not too sure. That might be the same. Yeah, they look like the same thing. All right, so here's the Astrolevinator model for Pangea survival. So hopefully with this new addition, they'll also add or like do a patch up their brightness and other settings as they add dinosaurs to the game, which will be nice. And for me at least, it'll be encouraging to play the game a little more than I am. Because for right where it is, it's only mandatory for me to do dinosaur like sounds and nothing more than that. And I feel like that's a little unfair. Let me actually add this to dinosaur games. Boom. There you go. Historia, from what I noticed, there hasn't been much of anything. I'm not sure if I have it connected. But let's just do it anyways, just in case, for the safety of it. Let's actually just add it to that server. A little, yeah, so that you guys can see it. Development is just basically what we already covered already. Paleopines, I haven't really talked about or seen much about this game at all. So let's see what's going on. Of course, playing around with bugs. It's kind of cute. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Everything doesn't always have to go well during the play tests. Just found out this wonderful gem from early in development. Dino hats. Dino. Oh, alright, cool. I can't read, so fucking Christ. Holy shit. Like, the overnight energy drain is sinking in kind of rapidly. So it's a little difficult, but I think we'll get through it. You got the Griffin. Now, I'm not too sure if the Griffin will be playable for the Draconia. Of course, going back to Draconia, I'm not too sure if he'll be playable or not. I haven't really been paying attention to the actual game, which, granted, is my fault. Okay, photo mode is getting a whole lot of new... Alright, so there's the photo mode in the game. Looks like Ender Dragon. Pogbog? Is that a dragon from Game of Thrones? Oh, it's just a introduction, nothing more. Alright, Griffin is almost ready to be animated. Here's a preview of in-game model. It actually looks really cool. It looked a little derpy at first, but I mean, it looks pretty cool now. Not gonna lie, I feel like the dragon meta is kind of small, you know? Like, the only games I'm really familiar with in terms of dragon games is the one in Roblox, where it's like something, it's made by the same guys that worked on Dinosaur Sim, I think. And one other game, what was it called? It's made by Ubisoft, it's a DS game. Battle of Giants Dragons. And that's like the only... actually, How to Train Your Dragon also is in that category. Other than that, the dragon meta is pretty dead. So I think Draconia is a pretty good settlement. It kind of fills that niche with survival aspects, assumingly, you know. Of course, I'm not wholly all in there, because, you know, I haven't really been paying attention. This looks really cool. I feel it's a little empty, but otherwise pretty cool. But anyways, I'm getting a little too far into this. Let's try to close up here as fast as we can. Let's see what's... you got the realistic update, which makes it look a little realistic. I feel personally kind of ruins the aesthetic of the actual game, being cartoony. I do think they needed a revamp. Holy goddamn, the stutter. That hurt. I feel like the this current realistic retexture is a little overdone. I personally think they overdid it. But anyways, oh, yeah, it's Anki. But anyways, let's just add it to dinosaur games. Fuck it. Oh well, never mind then. How about other games? Sick. All right. I personally haven't played Carcanosaurus in a while. I feel like it was just kind of slow moving, and not personally my speed. Does it start recording? Oh, cool, it is. Remind me later. Okay. Other than that, there's nothing else really to report. Fossil archaeology is still moving slowly, which is unfortunate. I really do want it to continue going faster and updating, but other than that, I do guys hope you enjoyed with over time getting slower and slower video. I do hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, if you guys have any dinosaur games or whatever, give me a holler. Other than that, though, thank you guys for watching, and see you later.